Okay, here's a quick video. These doors that are behind me is where most people will walk in. This right here will be a bar. It'll be a bar that you sit down at right here. It'll go to about to where the boards are laid out. Marketing screens. That's a marketing screen on the wall. Marketing and event screen. Probably a sports TV on this end, or either that or just one TV here. This is more or less where the service counter will be. That piece of wood, pretty close to where the service counter will be on the back side. This is our 36 tap wall. So all the porters and stouts here on this end, or kombucha and root beer all the way down here. We're working our way around the counter. A crowler is going to be here. 24 taps on this wall. Speaking of, that's the TV. It's a piece of plywood cut to size of the approved TVs. So 3 of those on that wall, of course. Another, have like 8 inches to spare. I think they should be this close to the wall mark, not all the way, because there's no way with 2 leaning TVs that it's going to be tight anyway. And we do have some infrastructure right here on the point. So moving along, so here's the edge of the counter. This is covered with Roland Terry original stainless, which we have from the original construction. This is 24 tap wall and ends right about over here. So that board's a little bit long, so you can come around the counter that way. This wall is staying. This will be the kitchen over here. This wall, as it ends up, structural engineer says it needs to stay and needs to be sheer. So there will be no window. You won't be looking through that wall. Instead, there'll be a solid wall there. Which means I'll put a little mirror over here so we can see around the corner, just like the Ying's driving people did. Now I'm going to walk in the cooler as if I was delivering a keg. Here's the cooler door. Nice big wide cooler door, of course, opens out. You're going to come in here. This is a 24 tap wall. From this point over here to about there is the 36 tap wall. What I'm proposing is that when you walk in this cooler door, there's a shelf here. Not a 31-inch wide shelf, although it could be in this spot. I was proposing a 16-inch keg storage shelf here. Come around this corner. The shelves will come out 16 inches from this wall. So there'll be enough room for more kegs stored here, which means I'll be walking right about here, you know, down the middle of this counter. More kegs here. This is where the ceiling is higher. Of course, we have the option of making it as short as we want. Right now it's 9'3". I don't see any reason to go to 9'3" necessarily. Anyway, kegs here. In the very back, bottles in cases stacked up, bottles. And then right here from this corner to about here, food. Backstock food right here on a Metro shelf. So that'll actually not go from that corner. It'll go from about here over. So I'm also proposing that we use the keg lift. So the keg lift will be up here. It'll be attached to the bottom of that beam. Be able to pick up kegs from this area. Roll them along here. Let me stop for a minute. 7 backstocked Anthony doors here in this area. Okay, rolling a keg. Relatively narrow corridor, but enough room. This electrical box will not be there. Will be gone soon. There's storage shelves here, coming out 30 inches. of course, here 30 inches all the way to the point. And the point goes that way. In between this column and the shelves will be nothing. This will be the closest clearance from here to 30 inches. So it'll be, about 26 inches, I think, right here. 26, 30 inches maybe. So it'll be a little close here. Not so close where the point is. That's actually got quite a bit of space, but we'll leave this open in here. Of course, the shelves continue all the way to about right here. Not all the way to the corner. Don't need to go that far. The last tap will be about here. And go back. On the other side of this wall is where the kitchen is. So I do have a small reach-in, not walk-through, reach-in door that used to be on the old Ying's cooler. So I'm contemplating putting it in here. If I did that, I would do that so when you're in the kitchen, you could reach right inside the cooler and grab extra pies or the things that are inside here. Of course, there's going to be refrigeration over here, but this would be like if I did that, then the area where this big silver door is might be food storage, or at least a rolling rack where after food was prepped, it might be rolled right up to that little window. But first things first, let's make sure we got enough room for kegs. Right now we're planning on this being room for kegs. Right here. Keg, 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 keg. There you go. Been inside the cooler. The ceiling has all brand new wood. All brand new joists. We essentially moved the weight-bearing wall to the front of the cooler wall. Used to be here. That's all for now.